Every day, Ukraine is losing people from rocket and artillery attacks, with Russian mobilized forces constantly complaining about inadequate equipment and training, while Western countries are increasing the number of promised tanks and artillery systems. This is What About Ukraine channel, day 375, March 5th, 2023. Don't forget to smash like button and subscribe to our channel. The Russian Federation is concentrating its main efforts on the Kupiansk, Liman, Bakhmut and Avdiivka directions. Every day, Ukraine's enemy violates the norms of international humanitarian law and continues to strike civilian objects and homes of the civilian population, trying to destroy the country's critical infrastructure. Aviation and artillery strikes continue to target Zaporizhia, Kherson and surrounding settlements, as well as border areas of the Kharkiv, Sumy, and Chernigiv regions. Today, there was a mortar attack on the village of Ponativka from the occupied part of the Kherson region, with a shell hitting a residential home, killing three people. As a result of recent hit in the city of Zaporizhia, a part of residential high-rise building was completely destroyed, with surviving parts becoming unfit for living. A huge number of families have lost their homes. At least 13 people have died, including an 8 months old baby. Such shelling and attacks happen every day without exception, and every day a huge number of civilians die in Ukraine. In Russia, complaints from mobilized individuals and their wives to the country's leadership have increased. According to mobilized Russians, they are they are sent to the front without proper preparation and without warning. Additionally, the promised artillery support is not available. Based on their appearance, one can even notice the lack of a unified uniform. Moreover, we recently touched on the topic of how all newcomers are given one rifle and three magazines for it. There are significant problems with armor and vehicles. Vehicles are only sent to difficult directions, while an ammunition shortage is felt almost along the entire front line. This is evidenced by the recent appeal of the Wagner Group leader Prigozhin. In his latest video address, he warned that without proper supplies, the Wagner private military company will have to abandon its positions. This will result in a breakthrough of the front over a huge area near Bakhmut, which will lead to the beginning of a full-scale retreat of Russian troops from the entire territory of Ukraine. Briefly, it is necessary to add information about the situation regarding weapon supplies. The United Kingdom is doubling the number of Challengers 2 tanks to be supplied, from 14 to 28. The number of AS-90 howitzers to be supplied has been increased from 24 to 33. Rheinmetall is in talks to buy 90 Leopard 1 tanks from Sweden for repairs and transfer to Ukraine. There is a conflict brewing within the top military leadership of the Russian Federation due to significant losses and a lack of real achievements on the front line. In February of this year, Putin awarded a title of Lieutenant General of the Commander of Eastern Military Districts, called Muradov, for a report on the success of the 155th Marine Brigade on the Vuhledar front. Currently, Shoigu is demanding that the general earn his title and take the city at any cost. According to available information, the brigade leadership and military personnel refused to launch another senseless attack, which the incompetent leadership is sending them to storm well-fortified positions of the Ukrainian armed forces without any support of preparation. And that's it for us for today. Once again, we ask you to smash like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below the video. There are also several links in the video description to support my family and our channel. Stay tuned. May peaceful skies be over your heads, be over our heads. Glory to Ukraine. Slava Ukraini!